Hello there, Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and another card making video. Today I am showcasing the Sweet Cardlets Glimmer Hot Foil sets from Spellbinders, and I will be creating 2 slimline cards with 2 of the sets in this collection. There are actually 3. Here's one I'm going to be using. It is the Sweet Ladybug Glimmer Hot Foil set, and then there is the Graceful Swan, which I will be showing for card number 2 today. And there is also a bee set. I don't have this one, so it's not in today's video, but I wanted to make sure that you saw it because it's super cute. Here is the Ladybug set. It has some plates and 2 dies to die cut out your ladybug. So I'm using the new quick trimmer to cut my foil to size. You can see how easy it is here with the self-healing mat, this cover grid plate, and my blade to die cut foil that will fit my Glimmer Hot Foil plate exactly. So I put my plate face up with my Glimmer Hot Foil pretty side down, then my cardstock, my plates, I press the timer, then I know it's completely heated and I can run it through with the platform and all through my die cut machine. I will place that back on the dock so it's ready to foil again, and here you can see when I remove the foil how stunning this is. I love this green foil with the pattern in it. So cool. Then I'm going to die cut this into a smaller square. This square is about 2 1/4 inches. I wanted to put 3 on my slimline card, and it just made sense to make it a little bit smaller. So I will do that 3 times and set those aside. I am using my favorite foil ever. This is the Opal foil. It's a clear foil with an iridescent finish. And I'm going to die cut, or no, quick trim 3 pieces of foil so I can foil 3 ladybugs onto black cardstock. Now you want to be careful when you cut this to make sure you remember which side is the outside, because that's the pretty side of the foil that needs to face the Glimmer Hot Foil plate. And then you put the cardstock down, you put your top plates down, heat it up with the timer, and then run it through the machine. Now this one had some excess foil. This happens, and you just want to brush that away with a stiff bristle brush. This one really remained on the cardstock, and so I just used a microfiber to brush that away. Now this does have a die to cut it out, which I love, so I die cut that out, and it's not foiled perfectly, but being die cut out and then it's going to have these wings on top, it's okay that it's not perfect. Here I am using that quick trimmer again to cut some pieces that are going to fit the wings for my ladybug perfectly. So this is black foil, another of my favorites, and I'm going to use this on some red cardstock. So I have a ladybug that is black and red, and I love that with the foil. Now when you're using this quick trimmer, make sure you get the blade all the way down in the groove of that cover plate. Otherwise you're going to cut a little bit of the plate with that sharp blade, which I did do. So be careful of that. Now I am die cutting out those foiled wings, making sure that my purple tape does not touch what I have Glimmer Hot foiled, because it can remove a little bit of that foil and dull it out. Here is that black foil again. This time I'm just going to cut a skinny little strip that I can use for my sentiment. So I have the sentiment that says cute as a bug from this ladybug set. I'm taping it to my strip of white cardstock, and then I can use that as a hinge to lift up my plate, slip my foil in, and then I'll tape that into place again so it doesn't move when I put it onto my Glimmer Hot Foil system. So just trim off that extra cardstock that I don't need, and I ran that through my machine, and you can see here I have a nice black foiled sentiment. I love it. I have some black and white printed paper here that I'm using for the card front to my slimline card. I will glue that into place. It will cover the entire panel with no edge or border showing. And then I am gluing my hot foiled leaf pieces so that they have a 1/4 inch border on the top, the side, and the bottom, with one side flush, because I want to adhere them to my card like this so that the edge is touching the edge of the card. Once I have those figured out where I want them, I'll glue them in place, you know, exactly perfectly spaced or close enough. And those will be just a little offset and leave the perfect little space for my ladybugs. For the ladybugs, I'm going to adhere their wings with some foam squares so it gives them a little bit of dimension and interest. And aren't they cute, foiled this way? So I popped those up. Oh, I will pop them up onto the card, but first I needed to trim down my sentiment. It was a tiny bit crooked, and so I just used my scissors. I wanted it to be really skinny, so with these long-handled scissors, it's easy to just do one snip across the top and one across the bottom, and it was mostly straight. Now I'm adding some rainbow drops. These are my favorite embellishments. I'm using the red and the green because it goes perfect with this card, and putting those in and around all the little ladybugs to finish it up. I had a little extra strip of this printed paper, so I thought it would look really cool to put it on the inside edge of my card, just to add a little something. I really feel like I need to add one of the ladybugs in there, so I might do that and not pop up the wings, because it just needs it, doesn't it? Don't you think? So that finishes up card number 1. I love all the shimmer and shine on this card, and black and red are so fun. All right, so for card number 2, we're bringing out the Graceful Swan Glimmer Hot Foil set. I am using the swan that is an outline only. I am using Opal foil on white cardstock, creating a background for my slimline card. You can see it foiled there. The opal on white is so gorgeous because you just have that shimmer when you turn it in the light. I love it. So I'm going to keep repeating this to create a background all the way down the length of my card front panel, and I am just using that trimmer to cut out the pieces so they are just the right size for this swan. I did not get as much over foiling with this opal foil on the white cardstock, but every machine is different and every foil is different, every cardstock is different, so sometimes you're going to get different results. Now, when I am glimmer hot foiling on the edge, I want to make sure my foil does not hang off the edge, even if my plate does. Otherwise, when you hot foil it, you could actually end up hot foiling these cover plates, which you can see I have done before. So that will finish up the background, and you can see how fun that is. I love using the opal foil for backgrounds, especially on white. It's just so classic. All right, I have some purple foil here. Isn't it yummy? I'm going to cut that into about a 3-inch square to hot foil this square plate that comes in the set onto some amethyst cardstock. I think the tone on tone with the darker purple and the lighter purple is beautiful. I'm really into purple right now. I don't know why, but I think that is so stunning. We'll set that aside and no, it's not die cutting. I'm going to trim a piece of silver foil to do my sentiment, which says gorgeous inside and out. Again, I'm going to use that tape as a hinge so I can put my small strip of foil underneath there, and then once I have it where I want it, I just tape it into place, and that will go face down onto my Glimmer Hot Foil system. Press the timer, put the plates on, run it through your die machine, peel everything off to reveal a beautifully Glimmer Hot Foil sentiment, just like that. I am going to use the purple foil again on white cardstock, and I'm going to use the plate that is the solid image of the swan. So again, that goes face down onto the plate and heats up. While it's heating up, I am going to use a die this time to die cut out my sentiment. And once that is done, my swan is ready to foil. And there you can see how amazing that turned out with the purple foil. I'm going to use the coordinating die to die cut that out, making sure that my foiled image is not touching the purple tape so I don't dull that out, and then this will become the focal image of my card because it's so gorgeous. All right, let's put everything together. So my little square that is just under 3 inches, I'm putting onto a 3-inch square of darker purple, so it has that darker frame around it. It really draws your eye in. Then I have a piece of silver mirror cardstock I'm going to put at the lower half of this card, and that will go through the middle and behind my square. The swan gets popped up on top. My sentiment will get adhered just below that, It is the exact width of this card, which is 3 1/4 inches wide. And then to finish it off, I will glue it onto my card base, and it will have a darker purple edge all the way around. For embellishment, I am adding some purple rainbow drops, and that just really helps complete that look. And that finishes up my second card for today. I think these plates are so much fun. And again, there is a card kit available with these sets and cards with ideas ready-made for you. So I'll have that linked for you below, as well as all the other things I used. I hope that you are leaving today feeling inspired and have new ideas for Glimmer Hot Foiling. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will see you all again very soon. Happy stamping. Bye.